this is what I call the rapid fire question. And I have prepared like 10 questions for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw those questions to you. And by the end of it, people will get to know a little bit more about you if that didn't come across the conversation. So are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready. Quickfire is my middle name. Hit me up with the quickfire.
Okay, let's go. So the first question is, what was the first career you dreamt of having as a kid?
It's probably an astronaut.
The second question, if you had to eat one meal going forward, what meal would it be?
It'd have to be like oats and eggs, like savory oats and eggs. Literally, that's cracking at least 3, if not 4 eggs, because that's going to hit me 21, maybe 28 grams of protein. I would then add in a separate pan, I would add in oats, some kale or spinach, chop it up, pink Himalayan salt, or maybe some miso paste, mix it all up. I can cook that in 8 minutes, and that's your complex carbohydrates in the oats, your fermented foods in the miso, and most certainly natural electrolytes in your pink Himalayan salt with complete proteins and healthy fats in the eggs. There you go.
Fantastic. The third question is, who is your favorite historical figure?
Quickfire answer, Yuri Gagarin, because he was the first man in space, and a lot of people actually don't remember him. They more so remember Neil Armstrong, who was the first man on the moon, and I bet you a lot of people didn't know that. Yuri Gagarin, Google it if you don't believe me.
Fantastic. I also didn't know that, so thanks for the info, man. So the fourth question is, what sport do you like to watch or participate in?
It would definitely be our national sport over here in Ireland. It's called Gaelic football and hurling, and I still play at an intermediate level.
So the fifth question, if you could have any animal in the world as a pet, what would it be and why?
I actually, at a young age, wanted like a turtle, and my mom wouldn't let me get it. So straight away that. But after that's just my quick fire answer. But then my longer answer would definitely be an animal such as a chicken, because if you have a chicken, you can most certainly produce the best nutrient dense foods that I call nature's multivitamin and egg.
So the sixth question is, what is your favorite exercise?
If I was to pick one exercise that I would do for the rest of my life, that would definitely be a squat, a curl, and a press. So it's kind of 3 movements in one. You squat down with 2 dumbbells left and right. You curl it up using the biceps and you press. That's literally covering all your, I suppose, large muscle groups. And you could literally reduce down the weight and you do it at a higher tempo, which would be your cardio. And then you'd be doing it with heavier weights, which most certainly would incorporate in you building and toning up your body. So squat, curl, and a press.
So the seventh question is, what is your favorite book?
My favorite book is by Jack Canfield. It's called The Principles of Success. I listen to it pretty much on repeat.
So the eighth question is, which one would you choose? Lifting weights or running?
Oh, I definitely lifting weights. I thought it was going to be a harder question than that. I was like, lifting weights or food or something. Definitely lifting weights, because you can actually, as we touched on, you can lighten down the weights or you can increase the weights, and you get better bang for your buck when you do the likes of weight training, because when you do and carry out running, you only burn calories in that session. And then if you do the likes of weight training, you're much more likely to most certainly get tear muscle fibers that when you're lying down on the couch watching Netflix with the feet up, you are still repairing from that workout.
Oh, okay, nice. So the ninth question is, what quote resonates with you most?
I'm big on quotes, all right, and one of the quotes that helped me to write the book is, aim for the moon, and if you miss, you'll end up in the stars. So that's one of those things that people are underachieving because their standards and their target isn't high enough.
So the last question, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Enjoy what you do. It's not actually about having a load of money or being extremely successful, because success is different for everybody. That would be definitely a key message, and not to listen to anybody who tries to put you down, because there's always people who are going to put you down. Connect with like-minded people. Go to areas and things and events that people go to talks. Go on your own, because really you're never on your own. I was afraid at the age of 18 to go even down to the shop, and the shop was only literally a kilometre or a mile down the road. I might have met somebody, if you get me, and along the way, and you will. But if you're with somebody who's doom and gloom, tells you can't do this, tells you can't do that, that's not cool, this is not how you do it, and whether it's in a workplace saying that, oh, this is a much better way of doing this. Do you know what I mean? You find what works for you and double down on that. Stop listening to negativity. Turn off the television. Turn off the radio. Nothing but doom and gloom is on them radio stations and on the telly. Every single hour they're trying to put you down. I'm going to put you on and up, okay? You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. That comes from healthy food choices. That comes from exercise. That comes from you going to bed at a regular time, and most certainly not hanging around with people, Nancy, negative, emotional vampires, as I like to call it.